Today is our second annual Earth Day Award celebration, where we've started to actually recognize and celebrate those who participate and the practitioners in the sustainability space. And so today is a great day to recognize Earth Day and to celebrate those who are in that space and give awards and eat.
I would like to introduce the chair of the Green Task Force and your District 3 Council member, Scott Benson. Please give him a warm welcome.
All right. Cliff, thank you very much. This is the Green Task Force. It's Earth Day. We're celebrating the practitioners and those who are keeping us green and moving Detroit towards the most sustainable city in the country. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. All right, fantastic. Happy Earth Day weekend. So over the past 4 years, we've actually been able to move the market in the city of Detroit with the Green Task Force. This is a testament to how important, how impactful having a group of committed and dedicated individuals towards sustainability can be. So when we took this on in 2014, we had about 2% of the city had actually opted in to our recycling program, our curbside recycling, 2% of the city. Today we're at 24%. 1 out of every 4 homes is now participating in curbside recycling. The Green Task Force has also helped to push policy. We've helped now the city of Detroit. Before, we didn't have an Office of Sustainability. We have that now. So now we have the administration is on board and we're moving in the right direction. Nowhere else do you see where you have the practitioners sit down the table, you have government sitting at the table, and you have business all at the same table. We don't always get along when it comes to this space, but at least we're able to sit down and have the conversation. And that's what is very, very important.
I'm speaking to you today as the first Director of Sustainability for the City of Detroit. Thanks to you for, frankly, moving the sustainability ball forward by organizing your neighbors, by creating community gardens, by fostering community solar, and through all of the green sustainability work that you are doing in your communities. You're really the engine that powers this work forward, so I really want to thank you for that.
We have poster contest winners, and they need to be recognized right now.
We invited Detroit students in grades 6, 7, and 8 to tell us what they thought about green infrastructure. And so the theme was Go Blue and Go Green. And we got some really, really great responses and submittals, and we're happy to celebrate those who were selected. So our 6th grade winner is Mr. Byron Holman Jr. Jordan Gaines, our 7th grade winner, and Joelle Wimberly, our 8th grade winner.
Hopefully everyone has something at your table that looks like this. It's copies of the Principles of Environmental Justice. Go to the preamble a little bit and point out that the fundamental intent was to build a national and international movement of all peoples of color. And the reason why is because we knew the poisons from our industrial society were killing people way more intensely in the Black and Native and Latino communities than the population at large. It's taken us till today to get to a moment with a capital M where we can hold our government accountable to addressing these principles. And number 1, environmental justice affirms the sacredness of Mother Earth, ecological unity, and the interdependence of all species. Number 3, think about this. Environmental justice mandates the right to ethical, balanced, and responsible uses of land and renewable resources in the interest of a sustainable planet for humans and other living things. Number 12, I think this is particularly relevant for the initiative that's kicking off in town here. Environmental justice affirms the need for urban and rural and ecological policies to clean up and rebuild our cities and rural areas in balance with nature, honoring the cultural integrity of all our communities, and provided fair access for all to the full range of resources. And that's what Joel is taking a stand for with his leadership of our new sustainability office. So I want to encourage you to think about what is it you can bring in 2018 to the sustainability movement in Detroit that's uniquely you. Because we need it all, y'all. We need it all.
We need to start educating, and while we're having little casual conversations with people, we need to tell them what they need to do, what they can do just themselves to make the environment better. Don't give up the fight, because when you fight, you win. When you fight, when you fight, when you fight, thank you.
So I am just here because, as the attorney said, we are many members, and I might preach that tomorrow. We're many members, change my sermon for tomorrow. Many members, one body. And as you see, President Jones is here under her leadership, and here for Scott. We are neighbors on the east side. We sit across from each other at the table. We talk all the time. But when we have projects in our individual districts, I think it's very incumbent on all of us to support one another. So I'm not just here to give the award away to my District 4 awardee this morning, but to support my brother Scott.
All right, I guess we had the head back there, the eye is right there, the ear is right there. Let's bring up the arm.
We are all in this fight together to make Detroit the greenest and the most sustainable city in America. But it starts with the people in this room, okay? And there are people doing great things all over this city in every district.
House Bill 5486 will then put water bottles under the same deposit law as carbonated beverages. It is time to make sure that all of these bottles have a 10-cent deposit, and of course we know how well that works with pop and other carbonated beverages. So call your Michigan legislator, write your Michigan legislator, email your Michigan legislator, stalk your Michigan legislator, and if you get charged, I'll represent you. But nevertheless, make sure that we do all that we can to support House Bill 5486. These first awards are going out to residents from each district working to clean up and beautify their neighborhoods. From the 1st District, Deborah LaViolette. She is a volunteer extraordinaire with the Rosedale Park Improvement Association. Deborah is also a proud owner of a Rains Gardens to the Rescue rain garden and is a strong advocate for the protection of the Great Lakes. Deborah LaViolette. The next awardee is David Okorom from District 2. David Okorom is a sophomore at Renaissance High School and president of the Green Team. As the Green Team president, David does his best to take all the ideas of all members and combine them into a tangible goal. David is personally committed to an online campaign to recycle precious plastics and creating a machine that supports this type of recycling. David is the youngest of 5 siblings and dreams of attending the University of Michigan and majoring in computer science. David Okorom. The District 3 awardee is Virginia Spalding. Now, Virginia is a lifelong Detroiter. She's the former first vice president of the Crans Woods Neighborhood Organization, which was established in 1947. She is a strong advocate of recycling and has made a difference by reaching out to hundreds of citizens throughout the city to help them receive a recycling bin. Virginia Spalding. Give her a round of applause. From District 4, the award goes to Mose Primus. He helped to build 2 community parks in a blighted area for community use. The 4 Angels Garden was built completely from recycled materials, including the stage and seating, which were made from tree stumps. He's even helped to start a composting program at the garden that all neighbors have access to. The other community park is called Yorkshire in Bloom. It is now a beautiful flower garden. Mose also helps to mow abandoned lots in the neighborhood. Give him a round of applause. The District 5 award goes to someone who actually practices what she preaches. Reverend Joan Ross. Examples include installing rain gardens and solar yards and lights. And in the past few months, she's formed a new enterprise called Solar Neighbors of Detroit. In 2016, she also started a community radio station, and her programming has included discussion topics related to sustainability. Reverend Joan Ross. And the award for District 6 goes to Jorge Flores. He has helped communicate with neighbors, friends, and family about the importance of recycling and has also been a strong advocate for protecting our waterways. Jorge has helped with the installation of his own and others' rain gardens throughout the Rain Gardens to the Rescue program. He has also volunteered to help others at rain barrel workshops to assemble their rain barrels. Give Jorge Flores a round of applause. District number 7, Barb Matney. Now, Barb and her husband, Joe, live in the Warrendale community where they pick up trash, maintain vacant properties in the community. They bought 2 vacant lots in the community and started the In Memory of Community Garden. Those who volunteer are able to take what they need for their family, and the surplus of food is donated to local food pantries. Across from the garden, they created a pocket park for children and families. Barb and Joe work together as a team and are excited to continue making Warrendale a safer, cleaner, and friendlier place to live. Congratulations to Barb and Madeline. It's time to move to the Business Awards. They recognize business role in the community working towards creating a sustainable business in Detroit. The first one is Detroit Black Community Food Security Network. Give them a round of applause. They operate an on-farm compost system to support 7-acre produce farm and increase food access through community farmer markets. They receive compostable food from Forgotten Harvest, and they install on-farm water management system to capture rainwater to increase farm sustainability. And they also have implemented a community farm co-op to extend the impact on community sustainable food system development. Detroit Black Community Food Security Network. Detroit Dirt. Detroit Dirt operates a commercial compost facility proposing to increase capacity by acquiring and operating an additional community scale facility. They have an outstanding history and experience operating a compost facility in compliance with state and local regulations. They have a retail operation in partnership with Goodwill Industries Workforce Development Program. Congratulations to Detroit Dirt. Detroit LISC. LISC. Now, Detroit LISC's Multifamily Green Initiative Program assists owners of multifamily affordable housing properties to stabilize operating costs, decrease energy usage, and provide residents with a higher quality of life through energy efficiency, renewable energy, and healthy housing improvements. Having a community-based organization dedicated to energy efficiency brings the power of energy savings directly to those that need it the most. They are creating new hope in neighborhoods where hope and opportunities have been in short supply. Congratulations to Detroit LISC. The IBEW Local 58. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 58 Zero Net Energy Center is the largest commercial zero net facility in Michigan. The center features 9 energy-producing and saving modifications, but it's all good for the environment. Give the IBEW Local 58 a round of applause. The first Community Leader Award goes to Reverend Faith Fowler. Reverend Fowler is an accomplished sustainability advocate. Through her work at Cass Community Social Services, she has provided home ownership to low-income residents through her energy-efficient Tiny Homes project. She has created jobs that manufacture products using recycled materials from the Cass Green Industries, and she has assembled a team that builds solar generators and sends them delivered energy to hurricane-ravaged Puerto Rico. Let's give Reverend Faith Fowler a round of applause. Next up is Jerry Hebron. Jerry grows fresh produce and compost to increase soil health and to improve the quality of local food, actively builds businesses and workforce capacity to operate a closed-loop on-farm organics recycling and compost production that uses resources generated from farm operations, farmers markets, catering services, and community events. Jerry's plans include scaling up to commercial production, collecting organic materials from and delivering compost to neighboring Detroiters. Congratulations, Jerry and Yvonne. The next award in the community goes to Michelle Jackson. Now, Michelle has been a stalwart advocate of youth-centered programs to provide them valuable life skills through the growing and cultivating of food. Now, she often works at her own expense and volunteers her time and effort to community planning processes happening in the district. Michelle Jackson. Gloria Rivera. GLBD's mission is to promote sustainable community that fosters life-giving relationships, nurtures connections, and celebrates solutions for restoring and healing Earth's communities. GLBD does this through its annual conference and by supporting several collaborative efforts in Detroit, such as Zero Waste Detroit and Equitable Detroit Coalition. Congratulations to Gloria Rivera. Next up, where's Kayana Sessoms? She introduced a paper recycling program to Osborne High School to teach teachers and students how to recycle. Kayana led the beautification of one of the most blighted areas in the Osborne neighborhood by creating an outdoor learning center called the Butterfly Garden. Once again, let's recognize Kayana Sessoms. Scott. Todd has been instrumental in helping the city embrace a bike-friendly culture in the city. He has helped create policy reforms that led to installation of miles of bike lanes, greenway trails, and helms the city's foremost coalition for the improvement and maintenance of recreational paths in Detroit. Through his advocacy, the city has committed to building several new greenways. Let's recognize Todd Scott. Woo! And the next award goes to Yvonne Willis, who is a graduate of the Rain Gardens to the Rescue program. She volunteered at Rain Garden installations. She's also volunteered with the Sierra Club's Great Lakes program and also the Inspiring Connections Outdoors program, and is always on hand to help with rain barrel workshops and tabling events. Because of Yvonne's efforts, our community is better prepared to minimize flooding and protect water quality. Let's all give Yvonne a big round of applause. This is our first annual Youth Award, and it goes to Taylor Mitchell. Now, Taylor is a high school senior and volunteers with the Sierra Club Great Lakes chapter. She is interested in a career in the environmental field and has regularly participated in the Green Task Force General since 2017, and she has contributed helpful insight from a youth perspective. She is working on a tree catalog, which will be helpful as the city moves forward on beautifying and improving health outcomes with tree plantings. Congratulations to Taylor Mitchell. And our last award for this afternoon is for the Lifetime Achievement Award. Today, it's going to Donele Wilkins. Now, Donele has been a leader in environmental justice for over 20 years. She helped establish one of the city's first green jobs training programs, still in operation today, and works to expose vulnerable and at-risk youth to career paths in the environmental realm. She was instrumental in advocating for state adoption of environmental justice policies and ensuring meaningful citizen engagement on important brownfield redevelopment and environmental projects across the region. She has helped put environmental sustainability and justice on many decision-making agendas and continues to serve Detroit through her work with the Green Door Initiative. Donele Wilkins.
Woo! Woo! Do you feel the energy? Yes. Do you feel the excitement? Yes, we just want to say thank you, keep up the good work, and we got more work to do. So we got these awards, we can't rest on our laurels. We got to continue to do what we do because we got a planet to save, all right?
Being here and being sustainable is fantastic in support of what we do, but we also have to remember those who are less fortunate than us and those that actually provide that service. And that service isn't free, nor is it cheap. And so it takes money. And so when we have our corporate sponsors and we have our friends who can help fund these, they like to do that, and we really want to recognize that today and thank COTS.
Thank you, thank you. I just would like to say really briefly, there are some real changes happening at COTS. We've been around for over 35 years, and of course they wanted us to move. They wanted us to leave because they built the new LCA arena, and they threw money at us, but our CEO chose mission over money.
All right.
So, we're staying, and what we're going to do is we're going to renovate 26 Peterborough into 56 units of apartments for our families, so they can be a part of the rebirth of Detroit. And not left out. So thank you on behalf of everybody at the shelter. Have a good day.
And so, once again, that's it, everybody. So next year, we're going to do it again. We're going to have our 3rd annual Earth Day Award celebration. We can't wait to see you then. Know that we are all sustainability warriors here, and we are working to move Detroit to the most sustainable, greenest city in the United States. Once again, thank you all for coming out. Have a good day. Happy Earth Day.